About to be. We are live. Spencer Lazar here, MMA interviews with James Gallegher. A big fight for you here, MSG, man. Did you ever foresee fighting at MSG in your future?
Maybe not MSG in particular, but I've dreamed of fighting in the biggest arenas, becoming the best in the world, and yeah, but maybe because MMA is only legalized in New York, like, you know what I mean? But I've always dreamed of fighting in the big arenas, and I knew I would get here. I knew I would fight in the biggest shows, and this is it. This is Bellator's biggest show. It's the biggest one they've ever done, and here I'm fighting on it.
You know, you're so young in this game, but seem already, rather seasoned in terms of experience, and as well as dealing with all this press and this madness going on. Can you just talk about, your quick rise to the top, basically?
Yeah. Well, I do got a lot of experiences, and I think it's, including professional and amateur, it's like my 27th fight. You know what I mean? I've been fighting since I've been 13 years old. So I'm a young veteran, as you could say. I've got a lot of experience in there, and I've got a lot of experience in this, and I feel like it just feels, I like this. I mean, it's what I love to do. I just love fighting, and I love doing all this here, and I'm just soaking all of this energy.
When you started fighting, did you foresee MMA when you were so young? Did you say, I'm going to have an MMA career?
Yeah.
Or was it more, obviously you're doing some boxing as well?
No, I just started off in MMA.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just pure MMA. That's what I started off in. I started off in karate when I was like 6 years old, and then when I was 12, then I moved into MMA, but it wasn't like back in the day, guys just do jiu-jitsu and then they would do just boxing or whatever. I started doing complete MMA, and I had my first fight, amateur MMA fight, when I was 13 years old.
But not that common from where you're from, right? I mean, so how did you kind of get introduced to MMA, or were you just already watching it and kind of aware of what was going on and like, that's my path?
Yeah, no. I done karate, and then it was kind of like there was a local show, and my uncle, who was my karate instructor, he was having a fight. So it was, but I was only 12, and my parents wouldn't let me go and see it or anything. But then they went and they seen it and stuff, and I was like interested. I was like, I want to do this. You know what I mean? I want to go and see. I wasn't like I want to fight or I want to do this. I was like, I want to go and see what is this thing. You know what I mean? I want to go and see what this is about. And then he had the fight, and then I seen like a video of it, and then I didn't watch like any videos of like Bellator or UFC, or I wasn't like a fan of the sport or anything like this. But I watched that fight night, and just camera phone, and I was like, this looks absolutely amazing. Just when I was doing karate, it just wasn't enough. I wanted more of a scrap. You know what I mean? It didn't fulfill me.
Yeah.
It didn't give me that satisfaction. And when I moved into MMA, this is what I want. And then I was training for about a year, and then I was like begging my coach, let me fight. And they eventually let me fight. So I went in there when I was 13 years old and had my first fight.
Awesome. And how did it go?
I won in like 50 seconds by an armbar.
I mean, it's pretty rare. Like, we see a lot of guys coming from Europe, and they're usually not as seasoned of a grappler, right? They're usually a little more stand-up fighters. I mean, that's just more common what it is. But you pride yourself on being, obviously, like you said, a full mixed martial artist, and probably strength maybe on the ground, especially in a fight like we have on Saturday night.
Yeah, definitely. I've worked hard in all areas, and I just feel like when you're on the feet, it doesn't matter how good you are, there's a puncher's chance. But when I've got you in mount and I'm landing elbows in your face, you don't got any chance.
Yeah.
Once I get you to the mat, you don't got any chance. Doesn't matter who you are, I'm going to finish you. And that's just the belief that I have. And I don't care who you are. If I get you down and I'm on top of you, I'm going to land an elbow straight in your face, and then that's going to be the end of it.
Talk about training for this fight and your preparation.
Training has gone excellent. So it has. I've been working with my head coach, John Kavanagh, as always. He's organised all the martial arts side of things, and he's been keeping on top of that, making sure my sparring's gone perfect, making sure I'm on point in all areas. And then I work also with a place called Health Matters. We look after all the cardio side of things. They organise my cardio program. And then I've been working with George Lockhart for my diet. So I feel everything's went smooth. Like I feel like I've got the best of the best in every aspect of the whole game.
Nice. And the matchup, obviously a guy who's significantly older than you, but like we just said, not necessarily more experienced in any way. I mean, obviously a well-experienced guy as well, but talk about the matchup versus Chinzo, and obviously what we just mentioned, you're probably looking to be where you're landing those elbows in the face, like we just said, right?
Yeah, 100%. That's exactly where I'm going to take it. I'm going to get on top of him. I'm going to elbow him straight in the face. Just straight there across the bridge of the nose. That's where I'm going to elbow him. And he's going to get this back, and then I'm going to choke him. And that's how the fight's going to go. He moves back and forward in straight lines. He's older. He's coming to the end of his career. I'm 20 years young. He's 40 years old. I'm going to get him started, and I'm going to finish him. That's just how I feel about this kind of thing. I just feel I'm different. I've got that. He can stand in my face, and when he stand back up, and I'll be going, is that all you got? So, I mean, there's no one in here like me. I don't care who you are. There's no one who's got that drive, got that hunger. So I feel like he's very limited. He just moves back and forward in straight lines. He's got that karate style, and I don't feel like he's got much else. He's not no angles. He's not going to slip an angle and bang a left hook, or he's not going to do this kind of thing. He moves back and forward straight line. He puts through straight shots. And I've got it all. I can do that. I can get in tight. I can box. I can get you in the clinch. I can crack your elbows in the clinch. I can take you down. I get on top of you. I can plunge you out. I can submit you. I can do whatever I want in here.
Nice. And then, of course, looking ahead, a little bit ahead of this fight, we've got this beef, pretty widely anticipated between you and AJ McKee, a fight that obviously you want to have next. I mean, can you talk about that?
Fuck AJ McKee.
That's it?
That's it.
And talk about your handle. Where does that come from?
Strabanimo?
Yeah.
Because I come from Straban and I'm an absolute animal. Makes perfect sense.
Anything else you want to say?
Just thanks to everyone for all the support and all the people that are coming over to support me. It means a lot to me. So it does. I'm soaking up that energy. I'm embracing it. I'm calm. I'm focused. I'm prepared. And I just want to thank the team and all my coaches and everyone back in Straban. I'm looking forward to bringing this win home and celebrating with my dad and everyone else back in Straban. It's going to be a good night.
Beautiful. Thank you
Thank you very much, everyone.